After working with him for a week, Phillip Fulmer is the most dedicated volunteer I think I've ever met. Vicki, his wife, just told me, well, clap. You go right ahead. He deserves that.
New coach.
His wife, Vicki, just told me, you know, this is a calling. He loves this university, and I'll tell you, I've seen that this week. So, Vicki, I want to thank you. I want to thank your daughters. I want to thank your grandchildren for giving him back to us yet again in another capacity. So thank you so much, Phillip. Today, as we all know, he's brought us a new football coach. I know it's something you've all been waiting for, and I sure couldn't be happier to be delivering this news. We've been working really, really hard this week. The last several days have been intense, and I want to tell you again, Phillip Fulmer has been full in. He's been a terrific partner. He's worked tirelessly to find our next coach for this historic football program. And I am absolutely confident that Jeremy Pruitt is that person for this program at this time. Jeremy, I want to thank you. Thank you for choosing the University of Tennessee. Thank you for taking on this very important mantle of our program. We welcome you. We welcome Casey. We welcome your son, Ridge, and your son, Jace, and your baby, who couldn't be with us here today. We're sorry he couldn't make it, but we certainly understand that Flint, the little one, probably would have rather be where he is. We're really excited that you're going to be a part of this volunteer family, and I promise you, you're going to love it. I think you're going to quickly see how passionate our fans are and how warm and welcoming they are.
Dadgum right. Play defense and pound the rock.
This city, this state, and I think the eyes of the nation are looking at us too, are all ready to welcome you. I can see that you've already figured out that we love orange. They had an array of ties for you to pick out. And you'll hear this really quickly, and that color is Pantone 151. They'll be really quick to tell you that. I might have on 152 today, but we love our orange. We talk about wearing it boldly and wearing it proudly, and nearly every day. So, Casey, get ready. You need some new orange in your wardrobe. I met Jeremy before today, and he told me that he started his career in a kindergarten to third grade classroom. That really clinched it for me. I knew he was a teacher, and I knew at the heart of any great teacher was the concern for our students' success, and I so appreciate that, Jeremy.
Okay, quit pumping sunshine and let's get to it.
About it. He told me he wanted to win championships.
There you go.
And I told him, make no bones about it. Tennessee expects you to. I told Phillip from the start, find us the best person for the University of Tennessee football coach. And I truly believe he's done his job. I want to thank you again, Phillip, for bringing Jeremy Pruitt to Rocky Top. And now I want to turn the podium over to him to tell you a little bit more about our new head football coach. I don't think he needs an introduction, so without any more, our athletic director at the University of Tennessee, Phillip Fulmer.
I thought they were going to put the new coach on, not the old coach.
Well, thank you, Dr. Davenport, and thank everyone for being here. It has been really great to work with Dr. Davenport this week. When I began the process, I had gotten to know the chancellor a little bit through passing and the interview and everything, but having the opportunity to really work closely with her over the last 6 days, I've learned that she's all in for our Tennessee's volunteers. She was a great resource for me, and she asked tough questions to help be sure and make sure that we got the right person for the university. She cares about the University of Tennessee, and I saw that firsthand these past few days. I've spent 5 exciting days interviewing outstanding men to be our new football coach. I interviewed head coaches and coordinators with both offensive and defensive backgrounds. My charge from the chancellor my obligation to our alumni and our great fans, and especially to our former and future players who have or will pour their hearts into this program, was to go find the best coach to get our proud football program back to the level of its championship tradition. We will welcome Coach Pruitt shortly, but as Dr. Davenport did, I want to thank the lady behind the man, Casey, Pruitt, and their son Ridge, and
Power
Grace,
T, baby.
and young Flint, who is at home. Coach Pruitt's reputation precedes him. His work ethic, his coaching talents, his recruiting abilities, and his ability to motivate his athletes are all fantastic. He is a teacher, and he changes lives. He is a man of integrity, and he is a great fit for our Tennessee volunteer family. Jeremy has been part of 4 national championships at 2 different schools. He has coached some of the best and brightest players to play the game of football. Alongside some of the best coaches in the game, he has learned his skill well. As I got to know Jeremy, his energy and his personality was infectious. As you get to know him, I think you will agree. And now I'd like to introduce to you Jeremy Pruitt, the head football coach of the Tennessee Football Volunteers.
Woo! Woo!
26 guys. Good luck.
All right. Let's get on with it.
I'm sure y'all heard that phone go off. That happened to be my father's. The first thing I want to say is how honored and humbled I am to be recognized as the head football coach at the University of Tennessee. When you talk about tradition, I grew up in a small town in North Alabama, just on the Tennessee River. So you grow up knowing all about the University of Tennessee, where you're running through the Power T, Smokey, the great teams that Coach Nealon, Coach Dickey, Coach Majors, and Coach Fulmer put on the field. There was a time and place that this university was feared among the SEC teams. My goal as the head football coach at the University of Tennessee is to get us back to that point. Thank you. I want to say thank you to Chancellor Davenport, and obviously, as you can see, her personality, one of the first things I thought when I sat down in the room, not only can you recruit to her, she can recruit for you. All right, and I'm excited about the first weekend that we have to get our student athletes in here, and hopefully we can talk her into being a recruiter for us, because I think she'll sign a bunch of them. Dr. Joe, thank you for the opportunity. Coach Fulmer.
Go Vols, baby!
It's very rare for a first-time football coach, head football coach, that you get an opportunity that your boss, your direct boss, not only has done what Coach Fulmer has done, he's done it at the place that you're about to do it. You know, he sat there and talked, and I know one of the first things when you talk about hiring a coordinator, whether it's offense or defensive coordinator, the question is, you've never been a head coach. Well, guess what? You're not going to be once you get an opportunity. Thank you for giving me this opportunity, and I'll probably be knocking on your door. Our goal, what kind of football team do we want to have here? My vision for our football team is we want to be a big, fast, dominating, aggressive, relentless football team that nobody in the SEC wants to play.
There you go.
That's my goal.
Get back there.
How do we get there? Well, it starts in recruiting, and we started it today. First of all, by recruiting the student athletes on our football team. These guys realize that we want to change the culture. They're hungry.
I thought Butch was
They're
going to change
excited.
the culture.
I met with the entire team, and I've
Culture of
actually
bricks.
had to turn guys away because they've been waiting outside my door all day. So these guys are ready to get started, and I'm excited about it. To me, what's everybody else's role? It starts with positive energy. It starts with everybody that touches the University of Tennessee, from the employees to the fans, the boosters, and especially the former players.
Checkerboards, baby.
We all have to be positive. We all have to be pulled in one direction. And if we do that, we're all in. We're going to get what we want. Ownership. Everybody in this organization has different roles. We have to own our role, okay? So whatever your role is in the organization,
Own it.
let's get ready. All right,
Heard
to
that
make
before.
Tennessee
Let's not get into
attractive
cliches here.
to the student athletes. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to put together a staff. The thing that I'm looking for, number one, is good people. There's no substitute for good people. The next thing, I'm looking for teachers. In this day and time, we have to coach everything with our guys. We're going to coach them how to go to class, how to introduce themselves to the professors in their class, because I
Don't
think that's
teach them how to
important.
take a shower. That's already been
We're going
done.
to coach them where to sit in the classroom, how to take notes. We're going to coach them on the field.
This is
We're going to
so
coach them in
boilerplate.
everything that they're going to do here at the university.
Play defense and pound the rock.
The staff needs to have guys who have leadership ability. We're going to do that. They're going to be good recruiters, and they're going to be loyal to the University of Tennessee. Recruiting. It's the lifeblood of any organization. We're going to start right here in this state, and we're going to start from Knoxville and work our way out. All right? This is going to be our state.
Don't
We're gonna
forget
go out
class
and create
1A and 2A in
relationships.
West Tennessee, big boy.
Because that's what it's all about. This is still a people business, and we're going to do it, and we're going to start as soon as this meeting is over with. Okay, so I'm probably going to be short so I can get to work. To me, it's all about the student athletes. The type of student athletes that we're recruiting here, the first thing is I want guys who want a degree. That's important to me. We want student athletes who want a degree. We want guys that have a plan. What do they want to major in? And we know that we have the resources here to help anybody achieve their goals. Because at the end of the day, we've got to figure out what they want and find a way to help them get there. We want guys who want to develop and be the best football players on the field. And with the staff that we're going to hire, whether it's a strength staff, support staff, we're going to find ways to help these guys achieve their goals.
Better be winning
Expectations.
every game.
Now, I know everybody in this room, you're excited, okay? All right, I'm going to tell you what my expectations are, okay? Because I'm going to tell you this, all right? Your expectations aren't near what mine are, all right? Because I'm going to tell you right now, my expectations
Heard
is to
that
win
before.
every game we play.
Nobody wants it more
That's
than
the
Butch
expectation
Jones.
I have, okay? So, to me, I'm a firm believer that our players will take on the personality of the head football coach. That's what I believe, all right? And I believe that our team will do that. I'm going to tell you this. In recruiting, we're going to go mix it up for the best players that fit the University of Tennessee all over the country. Because the brand name of the University of Tennessee, it's sales. Growing up in North Alabama, VFL, all right, that's a name brand, and we're going to recruit to that. Understand that. What kind of football team are we going to have on offense? I know that will be a question. What are we going to do? All right, the first thing offensively, I feel like we've got to create balance. We want to be able to run the football when we want to run it, okay? All right, it starts with dominating the line of scrimmage.
Amen.
There's no secret. If you want to be successful in this league, you got to dominate up front. All right, and that's mental and physical toughness.
Yeah, we
We're gonna
haven't
create
seen that.
explosive plays in the pass game.
Over 10
being
years.
able to run the football.
We haven't seen offensive line dominance since the early 2000s.
We want to create an aggressive style of defense that we dictate what the offense does. We're not going to sit back on our heels. All right, we're not going to play off wide receivers. We're going to walk up at the line of scrimmage, and we're going to challenge, and every inch that the other team gets is going to be challenged. Let me tell you this. I got in this business for the kids. Chancellor Davenport talked about I was a K through 3rd grade PE teacher. I'd done it for 3 years. I told her in the interview, I taught everybody from 2001 to 2004 how to tie shoes in the city of Fort Payne. I started suggesting Velcro.
That's pretty good.
Now, I just looked down at my notes, and I'd done this the last time I talked in public. I didn't thank my wife. I thanked everybody in the building, but I didn't thank my wife. So I'm going to start back over to that point, or I'll forget again. All right? I want to thank Casey, Jace, Ridge, and Flint obviously is not here. But most importantly, the reason I thought about it is because why did I get in the business? All right? I got in the business because my dad, he was a high school football coach. The impact that him and my mom had on the community that they live in today. He was a head football coach there for 26 years. I saw how they inspired people in our community. So I knew at a very young age that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to be like my dad. So thank you for inspiring me. Thank you. Without y'all, I wouldn't be standing up here today. Now, here's why I came. I want to challenge everybody that's associated with the University of Tennessee. All right? I'm going to tell you this. You didn't draft me. I chose to be here. I told the players today, they chose to sign with the University of Tennessee. Now, it's going to, what we want, where we want to go, we're talking about championships. All right? Instead of let's talking about what we want, let's figure out how to get there. It's going to take everybody associated with this university. Everybody, all right, from the people that work in administration, all right, to the people that work out in maintenance. It don't matter, okay? So how do we get there? It's positive energy. It's all in. When people come to this campus, all right, it's got to be contagious. I want to be a part of it, all right, because that's what it starts with. All right, now, when we get out on the road recruiting, right now everybody's all excited. Everybody's all excited, okay? We got a new football coach. All right, I'm going to tell you, my goal is 5 years from now when I stand up here, you're this excited. Everybody understand that? That's my goal, okay? So I'm challenging everybody that's associated with this university, all right? Let's get our hands out of our pocket, okay? Let's roll our sleeves up, all right? And let's get ready to get in the streets with everybody else in the SEC, all right? That's what we've got to do to be successful. All right. If we want to get what we want, we got to outwork everybody. All right. And let's not talk about it. Let's go do it. It starts today. Everybody associated with it, let's get ready, all right, to go get what we want. That's it for me. I'm going to take questions now.
All right. That was pretty good. Tennessee has a new coach. You just heard his press conference, minus the questions. But I'll tell you what this Voltard thinks about our new coach. I think as long as he wins, it's going to be a home run hire. He's a Southern guy. He's an SEC guy. He's not going to have any adjustment as far as, you know, the culture. I'm not talking about the football culture, talking about, you know, they say being the football coach at Tennessee is like living in a fishbowl. I believe he's from Rainsville, Alabama. I believe he can handle Knoxville, Tennessee when it comes to that. But I think we have a good hire here. And I just can't wait. You know, I'm not going to say we're going 15-0. I don't like that type of exaggeration. But you know what? I think he's coached on teams that went 15-0 or 14-1, so at least he knows what it's like. And he's been around some elite players. He knows what they're like. And I'm really optimistic. So this is a pretty long video, 20 minutes plus. I don't know who all is going to listen to it all, but I'm going to sign off here. Go Vols.